Welcome to Medical Minutes here on Time Warner Cable DMG TV2. We have a special edition for you this month as we talk about Tuscarawas County's vital signs. It's a comprehensive report on all of the health aspects of Tuscarawas County. We talked to the woman who put the whole report together, Brittany Ward, and the chair of Healthy Tusk, Kim Nathan, will be here. We follow up with Kevin Spears. Not only is he on the Healthy Tusk committee, he is also superintendent of the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center, and he will give us this aspect of how we can use this to help our youth grow up to be healthy. All coming up on Medical Minutes.
Well, I woke up to the sound of silence and cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a tear in your eye, your head in the curtains and heart like the 4th of July.
You swore and said, we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. We are shining stars. Carry on, carry on. We are who we are.
Hi, I'm Elaine Miller with Naturally Green Cleaning Service. My company serves both commercial and residential clients. We do general cleaning, spring and fall, empty homes to get them move-in ready, and final cleans for new construction. We use eco-friendly cleaning products that leave your home or office fresh, clean, and safe for you, your family, pets, or coworkers. Our focus at Naturally Green is to provide excellent customer service paired with outstanding work to build a relationship of trust with you, our clients. Having served the area 4+ years, we have had many referrals and testimonials that you can access on our website at www.naturallygreencs.com. Our work sells itself, therefore we have never had any contracts even with our largest commercial accounts. Call us today for your free quote and see what makes our company stand out.
Welcome to Medical Minutes here on Time Warner Cable DMG TV2. This special edition is all about the vital signs of Tuscarawas County. We're going to start out here with Brittany Ward. She put together a 153-page report on the entire county, all kinds of health statistics that we need to know about ourselves right here. Now, Brittany, first of all, tell me about the Hospital Council and what do you do for them?
I work for Hospital Council of Northwest Ohio. We are a regional nonprofit hospital association located out of Toledo. We serve 26 hospitals in 19 counties in Northwest Ohio, and I'm very blessed to be able to do their community health improvement.
And what did you do for Tuscarawas County?
I completed their community health needs assessment, very comprehensive in nature, in which we surveyed adults and youth in the county to find out what's going on.
And you do this all over the state, right?
I do. I work in approximately 40 counties, so I do quite a bit of traveling. But the neat thing about that is because we use national survey questions, we're not only able to compare Tusk with the other counties, but we can also compare them with the state and the nation.
And what did you find out about Tuscarawas County? Are we healthy?
Well, I think that it was a mixed bag. I think that we found some really positive findings. Risky behaviors were low, smoking rates were low, but then we also found obesity rates were high, blood pressure was high. So we kind of saw both sides of that. With youth, there are so many new trends that we have to be concerned about. And the things that I'm seeing in the other counties, unfortunately, popped up here as well.
And that didn't surprise you then if it's pretty similar all over the state?
Right. I'm not I'm not shocked at all when I see data. Unfortunately, I've heard and seen it all as I get to go directly into the schools. I work in about 175 school districts, so the schools tell me all kinds of things I find out from the youth. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm not shocked much anymore.
And making sure that Tuscarawas County is following through on these things. What can you do for this group that heard you today?
Well, I think the really neat thing is the leaders here, the hospitals, the health departments, mental health, the schools, they've already all discussed what they're going to do for next steps. There is actually a plan. They are not going to let this 153-page report sit on the shelf. They are going to go through a community health improvement planning process. And what they'll do then is they're going to choose priorities. So we can't fix everything in the report, unfortunately, but they've got to decide what are the 3-4 most important things that we should tackle as a county, and then they're going to divvy out the work and really come up with a good plan that's best practice, it's evidence-based, something they can measure so that they can show their community in 3 years that they have moved the needle.
And other communities, do they move that needle?
They do. I've been able to do this in counties since 2004. I have counties that have done this process 3, 4, 5 times. And when they really are putting all of their efforts towards one priority area or a couple, they're using some evidence-based practices. We have seen numbers decrease or increase in the positive direction.
And are there any special programs that jump out at you? Obviously you were talking about the schools and the health departments and all of the different entities that are involved. Any one program really stand out to say this really works?
Well, I think that times have changed. I think that 10 years ago, programs is where it was. We were all really focusing on getting programs in the schools, programs out in the communities, but what we've really seen is we're focusing a lot more on policies and environmental strategies. So again, I'll use the example, our smoking rate decreased in the state of Ohio when we put a policy in place that you couldn't smoke inside restaurants and so forth. We've also done things with multi-unit housing units for tobacco and not having those in there. Texting and driving. I use this example today. About 80% of the kids were texting and driving. They put a statewide law in and it's now down to about 40. So 40% still too high, but it cut in half. So I really think that the policies that the lawmakers are working on and those leaders in the community really are having a big effect right now. Of course, programming is still important. Health education is important. Educating the community on what is good food, what is healthy for you. Those type of things are still really important, but the policies have really moved the needle lately.
All right, now gathering the information, was that difficult to do?
Well, this is all I do. My entire job is gathering data. I'm kind of a data nerd. So I did not have a problem in this county. We sent the surveys out on behalf of Healthy Tusk. The response rates were excellent. We had plenty of students that took the survey as well as adults, and everything went very, very smooth.
Were they all honest?
Well, I can't say that everyone was honest, but unfortunately they tell us all kinds of things I never wanted to hear. So yes, we do feel that they were honest. With the kids, we actually have the teacher leave the classroom. We tell the students, listen, we're taking this all the way back to the Toledo area. You can feel confident that this information is confidential, it's anonymous. No one else will see it. And at that point, you can kind of see the students feel relieved and that they really do take the survey seriously. We don't have anybody that marks B, 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 or anything like that.
And when in doubt, pick C. And the adults were just as honest.
Absolutely. When you have a high percentage saying, yes, I've done drugs, or yes, I've had this many sexual partners, they're telling you some pretty interesting information that they wouldn't share with most people. So yes, we do feel comfortable. And I think too, when the data lines up with the state or the nation, then okay, we're kind of right in line. Yes, they're being you can feel confident that they're being honest.
All right, very good. Brittany Ward taking all of this information for Vital Signs here in Tuscarawas County. We'll have more Medical Minutes coming up next.
WJER and TV2 would like to introduce you to a new website, WJERTV2.com, where you can watch exciting high school football, soccer, and volleyball replays from TV2 Sports on your home computer, smartphone, or tablet. Also watch the latest episodes of TV2's original programming, Sports Talk, The Garden Girl, The Not So Shy Chef, Off the Record, and Medical Minutes, as well as catch up on local community news and search for local businesses. So make sure to check out the new WJERTV2.com community website where everything's local.
My name is Danielle. I'm a 2000 graduate from Buckeye Career Center Health Occupation Program, which helped me get my job here at Union Hospital on the pediatric floor as a registered nurse.
We are Buckeye Career Center graduates.
Buckeye Career Center helped my family get the training and education they needed to start our careers.
We're Buckeye Career Center graduates.
I'm Rod. Upon graduation of Buckeye Career Center, they helped me find a job.
Adults who return to Buckeye Career Center to continue their education usually have one goal in mind. They want the opportunity for a better job. The fact is, adult education programs at Buckeye Career Center are less expensive and provide greater opportunities for job placement following graduation. It's your future. Get the facts. Buckeye Career Center. We put people to work. Find out more about your future at buckeyecareercenter.org.
Welcome back to Medical Minutes here on Time Warner Cable DMG TV2. We are still at the Tuscarawas County Senior Center where the vital signs have been going on all day today and presented by Healthy Tusk. With us right now is Kim Nathan. She chairs the Healthy Tusk group. Tell us a little bit about Healthy Tusk. What do you guys do?
Sure. Healthy Tusk was actually a group of agencies that started back in 2009 who were looking at what we could do to look at health disparities in Tuscarawas County. We found that both the hospitals and the health departments and the YMCAs were all trying to do the same thing, and we just found that it was better to work as a team than as separate.
And many things have come out of Healthy Tusk. The farm market.
Mm-hmm. Farmers Market is a huge event that we've promoted. The annual winter hike that we've had out at Schönbrunn Village and at the Norman Johnson Center. We've had a very successful health summit, and it just continues to grow.
Now tell us about Vital Signs. That is a combination of not just Healthy Tusk, but a lot of agencies.
It really is. We saw today we had law enforcement and schools and the business sector and our county commissioners. What we found was that each of us, our agencies, had to do a collaborative health assessment, and we were each doing them individually, everybody looking for the same data right here in Tuscarawas County. So we thought, why would we not pool our finances and our resources and do this together? So with that, we took off and started our community health needs assessment for both the adult and the youth of Tuscarawas County.
And who's all involved with this?
Everybody. We've got probably about 24, 25 agencies. Again, everybody from our mental health services, our health departments, hospitals, local YMCAs, our United Way, all of our civic organizations have played a part in this.
And what was that like trying to corral all 25 agencies?
Herding cats, the phrase herding cats. But I have to tell you, this has just been an amazing organization. And you see by the turnout today of about 120 people that, people are interested in this and making a change.
And then what did Brittany Ward tell you? We just talked to her and she was explaining all the parameters and the surveys and number of people and all the different health things that she was accumulating. What stood out for you?
Yeah, it's a great snapshot of our county and what we can look at. I think what probably surprised us the most is we're not as bad as we think. There are a lot of issues that we need to work on, but we were better than the state and the nation on several things. There were a lot of concerning statistics with our youth, and I think that's going to be a huge focus moving forward.
All right, Brittany was just saying, some of the sexual activity, the drug use, the drinking, the smoking that you don't want your kids doing.
Absolutely. And these are things that she mentioned, we didn't talk about this 20, 25, 30 years ago. So these are new subjects, and with the availability of the internet and cell phones and the resources that the youth have now, it just makes it so much easier for them to participate in some of these behaviors.
And what are you going to do now?
Next step now will be our CHIP program. So our Community Health Improvement Program, we will look at particular issues that we'll start to tackle with this. Hopefully other agencies will want to be involved with us. The hospitals and the health departments will each take back and work on individual plans, things that they need to get done. So we'll redo this assessment again in 3 years. The hospitals and health departments are required to do that. So I think we've got a nice 3-year window to really start to look at some of these statistics.
Any specific programs or people come up to you today and said, I think I have a great idea?
I had some of the folks from the schools. I think this really hit home for them. My husband is a law enforcement officer, so he takes a lot of this to heart when he sees the kids in the schools, when we see our adult population and the drinking and the marijuana, with that being such a hot topic right now. I think that there are some great programs that they'll want to look at quickly.
And then once people have ideas, where do they take them? To you, to Healthy Tusk?
Absolutely. As the chair, I'm more than happy to take that, and they can contact me through www.healthytusk.com. We're happy to answer any questions we can there, and anything that they have, they're welcome to bring forward to us. No idea is a bad idea.
And is 3 years, is that a short enough period of time before you do your next survey?
It is. I think that by the time we look at all of this, when you're working with schools and business and community, it takes a lot of time. When you look at policy and system and environmental change, these are things that do not change overnight. So 3 years, I think, will give us plenty of leeway to work on these issues.
And we did ask Brittany the same question of, in the surveys, do you think that the kids as well as the adults surveyed, were they brutally honest?
I think so. 6th through 12th graders tend to tell you anything you want to know. So I think that the data was pretty good. And I think they want to talk about this and they want to communicate this. And I think that that's what we're seeing, parents having more conversations with their youth about this in the school. So I think the data is good data.
Now, 153 pages, it's published and the public can look at it, right?
They certainly can. It will actually be on both of the hospital websites beginning in January of 2016. We publish at the beginning of the calendar year. They're welcome to contact me again, though. If they would like a copy of that, I'll be more than happy to copy that and send that to their emails for them.
Now, your day job is with Union Hospital, right?
Yes, this is my second job. My day job, I'm actually the director for the health and wellness and first care departments at Union Hospital, but it's a great tie-in for what we do with the hospital. We're so fortunate that we have 2 good community hospitals, health departments that are all buying in and tying into this event.
All right, so next step is to get healthy, but having everyone's ideas come forward, that'll be more helpful.
Absolutely, and we look forward for anyone's help. Anyone that wants to participate, we'd love to have them.
All right, here at the Tuscarawas County Senior Center, we've been talking about Vital Signs. That is the comprehensive report on the health of Tuscarawas County, adults and children alike. And Kim Nathan is the chair of Healthy Tusk. The medical minutes here on Time Warner Cable DMG TV2 will continue from Vital Signs next.
Searching for quality bottled water? Call Crystal Springs Water Company. Crystal Springs Water is a family-owned and operated company that's been proudly serving the community since 1986. Crystal Springs offers a quality bottled water in a variety of sizes to suit your everyday needs. They also carry a selection of water coolers, cups, bottle racks, hydro pumps, and premium water softening salts. All available for pickup or delivery. Call Crystal Springs Water Company today.
Hi, I'm TV2 Sports Talk's Bill Morgan. Some people are outstanding at playing sports, and then there's me. While we at TV2 Sports Talk may have never been All-State on the field, we are Tuscarawas County's MVP when it comes to local television sports talk and play-by-play. Catch TV2 Sports Talk Wednesday nights at 7 and Friday afternoons at 5 on DMG Channel 2.
Welcome back to Medical Minutes. We are at the Tuscarawas County Senior Center, where a couple hundred people have been talking about vital signs. That is the comprehensive report about Tuscarawas County and our health. It was put together by 25 different agencies. The lead agency on this is Healthy Tusk. We just talked with Kim Nathan, and with us now is the superintendent of the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center, Kevin Spears. Now, Kevin, when we're talking all of this health information, how are the schools involved?
We're involved. I was co-chair for Healthy Tusk. They came to us and asked if we'd be interested in helping and getting the youth involved in this survey. And it was a long process. If you look at the number of questions on the survey and the type of questions that are on the survey when you're dealing with alcohol and sexuality and all those things, the districts had to put a lot of thought into it. And on the flip side of that, they wanted to do the survey during the time when the new state testing was going on. So it put a lot of extra burden on the superintendents and the principals. But, fortunately, after discussing it, 6 of the 8 school districts decided they wanted to participate, and very fortunate to have them do that. So we feel like we had great participation, and we're going to get some really important information out of this.
And why is it important for the schools to be involved in health issues?
Well, first of all, we looked at the obesity issue in the county, and we started looking at the youth, and that's where it starts: early intervention, changing diets, changing the way they eat. So it's very important that we get them at a very early age. Also, taking a look at alcohol use and taking a look at all the mental health issues that we have in the schools. So it was very important to find out what exactly is going on in the schools at this time.
And anything on this latest report jump out at you, especially about the kids?
Yeah, I think mental health, to see the number of students that are considering suicide, that percentage was a lot higher than I thought. Also looking at alcohol use and the different ways that they're finding to do it inside the high schools and the junior highs, using hand sanitizers and those types of things. That's frightening. So that's something we'll need to take a really close look at, take a real good look at the survey, analyze all the information, and start having those discussions at our superintendent's meetings.
So anything else come out that wasn't out 3 years ago?
I think the big thing for me, again, that we weren't aware of is how they're using the alcohol, and that stuck out the most to me. And again, the mental health issues. Surprising too to find that most students are opposed to legalizing marijuana. I think 82%, which was a significant number. So I think that's important to take into consideration. And so yeah, that's it.
So where do we go from here? Do you have new ideas for how the schools can help out?
Yeah, I think this will give us the opportunity to sit down and have those conversations and say, look what's happening. Now, what can we do to attack those situations and make our lives better for our students in Tuscarawas County?
So how much involvement should schools, say teachers or administrators, have in children's lives?
I think
that's a fine line.
That's a fine line, but as you know, it's changed over the years. I mean, we have programs now in our buildings that we feed students at the end of the day because it might be the last meal that they get. So it's important that we get involved in all these aspects of the student's life and at least have a good understanding of what's going on. And again, the priorities making lives better for our students in Tuscarawas County.
All right. Any ideas popping in your head of new policies or new programs that you want to see? Is it too early?
That's a bit early. Yeah, and we'll need to talk about that. Yeah.
And being part of Healthy Tusk, why is that important to you?
It's important to me because it's an important group that's just taking a look, that is concerned about the health of Tuscarawas County. And it's important for us to be involved because, again, we can attack it at an early age and start early and set that foundation and make good things happen for the people in Tuscarawas County.
Earlier in the show, we did talk with Brittany Ward, who presented the entire report, and she said Tuscarawas County is following the norms of the state and the nation. Is that a good thing?
Oh, absolutely, and I think that was surprising to find that in a lot of categories we were a little bit below average in a lot of those categories. So yeah, it shows me that I think we have great schools in Tuscarawas County. I think we have parents that have great parenting skills in Tuscarawas County, and yeah, I think that's a positive note.
All right, and stress outside of the classroom, does that impact the classroom as well?
Oh, absolutely. I think when you look at the bullying issue, and then we found out today about the new sex bullying thing that I really was not aware of. Absolutely, and you have all the social media and the Facebook. When that's all going on, it's important for us to know that. And as they said in the meeting today, a lot of that, when that happens, it falls back on the schools. So it's important for us to know what's going on outside the school day.
All right, and then when kids show up to school, are you able to assess and see what's going on just by the look on their face?
Yeah, well, that's a tough question. Yeah, I think you can, and I think that's our responsibility. Once they step in our doors, we're responsible to have to take a look at what's going on with them and how they're feeling and what's happening with them and what's happening with their family. So that's an important thing.
All right, and 3 years from now, what is the biggest change that you want to see?
Well, I think number one, we want to take a look at the obesity issue and hope that, we've had a significant effect on that in 3 years. Also, I think we want to look at the drug usage and the alcohol usage, and hopefully in 3 years, whatever we come up with will make a significant difference in that area too.
All right, very good. Kevin Spears, he is the superintendent of the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center, here talking about Vital Signs, which are all of the comprehensive health information about Tuscarawas County here today at the Tuscarawas County Senior Center. It's presented by Healthy Tusk that Kevin is a member of. And for DMG TV2, I'm Jennifer Clark.